Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. With I, get Daved. Time to get changed into our uniform. We've got the fancy Seed uniform now, not just the trainee one. I don't think we'll ever wear that again. Also off camera, I took a bunch of Seed tests. There's up to 30 of them, and every time you take one, if you get all the questions right, there's 10 multiple choice questions. You gain a seed level. So before I was seed rank 5 and my salary was 3,000 every time I got paid, it can go all the way up to rank A, which is 31, and you get 30,000. So I'm rank 14, so I get 12,000. There's just a table. Just Google or whatever search engine you want. Just use a search engine and look up what they are. I'm sure it's on GameFAQs. It's at the party! Which you know Squall's gonna really let himself go at. The song in the background is called, I think, Dance with the Balam Fish. What's up, Squall? Hey. Yeah, we get to hang out a lot more now. Not really in the mood to shake hands. Well, see ya. Hey, Selfie, remember that garden festival? Love how she's shocked. Okay, you overachiever. Little shooting star. I wonder if anyone else saw it. Just the two of them. Remember that gesture too. One dance. Even with the facial scar. Chicks dig scars. Glory is eternal. Yeah, sure. This is probably like the most famous cutscene in the game. And this song is called Waltz for the Moon. It's my favorite version of the main melody. Now I don't know whether or not Squall can actually dance, but he's definitely outside his comfort zone right now. Oh, look at her. She's being a sport. This is embarrassing. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a good little bit of character communication without using words. Now, I don't know if this means they were sort of practicing all night and slowly got better. That's how I view it. I mean, they got the little transition, or maybe not all night, but I'm gonna assume it took a little while. Welcome to a career in the military and you can't leave. Yep, she recognized someone. Yeah, you finally found someone who'll put up with your BS, Squall. Didn't even get her name. Yeah, you figured it out. Learned quickly. Hey, look at him! Even accepted a compliment. I think she only taught him for 1 year. Well, not anymore. But look, he actually said what he was thinking there. A little bit of development from our boy Squall. Secret area. Yeah, I'm sure they talk. We're going to Makeout Hill to talk. Yeah, Cypher will enjoy that. No, we're going to break curfew. Yeah, read between those lines. Do you play cards? Hmm. Yeah, well, something's going on. And in all fairness, I think Squall was done having fun at the party. Yeah, get out of the dress uniform. Back in his classic jacket. We'll say this, like a lot of the shots I think are really interesting. I'm super partial to ultra symmetrical shots. I think they make a good impression. Remember, only the training center and the dorm are open at night. So I think this is it. Yeah, there we go. It's a good time in here. Yeah, do you guys want to go fight a T-Rex? I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. So, there's one last type of magic junctioning, and that's status. So you can inflict status ailments on enemies by junctioning status magic to an attack. And you can also get immunity to certain status ailments coming your way. So remember Esuna, the spell that gives you, it heals every status ailment? You'd think it'd be really good for status protection, but it's actually quite terrible. So what we want is something that can put it to sleep, I think. Yeah, some enemies just have immunity. So in a perfect world, you get 100 of the spell Death, and you junction it to your attack, and then you can one-shot a bunch of enemies. Although, I don't actually recommend doing that, because if your character gets confused, they'll attack their allies, and they'll one-shot them. Because normally when you get confused, what you want is for your character to attack themselves, and they'll get unconfused, because confusion is removed by a physical attack. The junctions are still... Oops, there we go. Off, all. There we go. And switch. We just want to make sure she's got, you know, everything. We don't have a lot to work with here. Alright. And 2 protect spells. She gets a few more hit points. It's a start. Actually, I'm going to check one other thing. Okay, we do have a status attack. Good food for thought. I hope I don't get killed by a T-Rex inside this school. So you can go right or left. We're gonna go right. The training center is actually kind of lame, to be honest. It's a little indoor jungle. You'd think it'd be a bit more fun, but this is a Grat. It's pretty much the worst enemy. However, having a bunch of sleep would be kind of nice. Just in general. We're just gonna have her... fine, I'll find out what the other spell is. Again, eventually we're gonna use item refining to take care of most of this. Okay, Quiznos is just gonna pump out sleep until Squall kills them. That should be it for him. Wow, really? He's hitting pretty hard. Also, I don't care for that ability. There we go. That was the end of your life. Okay, surely. Interesting, it doesn't reassign a draw command. You can see Squall and Quiznos have the exact same speed stat, so Squall will never leapfrog her in the turn order, because he's always going to be 2 ticks behind. Oh, please attack Squall. So this is a case where having status defense against sleep would be nice, because right now they have 0% status defense. So that's not great. I don't know if that attack has a 100% success rate, but it's kind of looking like it. She'll just have to take over offense. There's a nice exponential curve to the attack power growth in terms of how it turns into damage. So every point you gain is worth more than all of the previous points you've gained. That's a bit misleading. They just get more valuable as you get more and more of them. So the jump from like 90 to 100 attack power will give you a pretty good boost, but the jump from 100 to 110 will get even better boost. So it's like an addiction. The more you do it, the more you need it. Until you max out at 255, and then who cares? I remember reading in a magazine right before this game came out that they were thinking the draw system would make people value magic more, because maybe you won't spam Meteor if you only have like 5 casts in the entire game. But the system really rewards you sitting back and just pumping out 100 of every spell like the first time you ever encounter one. So game design. Okay, we're actually almost where we need to be. Oh, I just had to know it was in the draw point. Please don't use sleeping gas. Actually, Squall might be able to Renzo. Also, if we ever got a chance to draw 10 more Thunders, I wouldn't complain. Oh my goodness. Well, time to adjust the old chair. pretty sure gastric juice poisons you. I don't know if that's gonna wake Squall up. Nope. I was wrong about everything. Good news, everyone. There it is. Okay, they're spreading the damage. That will be their last mistake. Okay. I was about to freak out. Oh no, it does poison. If you have negative status ailments on you, that also makes it more likely that you're going to hit a limit break. And there's a special spell called Aura, which greatly pumps up your chances of getting a limit. Yeah, if there's anything left of them. So, a sleep powder, we can use magic refining to get a ton of magic out of there. Wrong option. I'm gonna try to keep Squall where he is at in terms of HP. Let's think. Just gonna change those up. Because I actually want the ability to inflict sleep status on Quiznos. 63%. Not too shabby. Sure, we'll take an extra magic point. Why not? And we probably have an antidote somewhere. Nope. Alright, I'm kicking myself. I'm not going to use a remedy, that's way too valuable. Here's what we'll do. We'll pass an Esena over. I actually thought that status elements were cancelled at the end of battle in this one. Now we all know. That is not the case. And for no reason whatsoever, we're also going to junction that Blizzard to Squall's attack. I'm probably not going to get any real benefit from it. But whatever. Yeah, it had to happen. Alright everybody, it's a T-Rex. Yeah, it's not a terrible idea to run. Okay, please go to sleep. Alright. So we're getting some damage in on him. If he doesn't fall asleep, we're in so much trouble. We're in so much trouble. There we go. Forget your pride, student. So we're gonna use a Phoenix down. And I mean, I'd like to say / believe that I'm gonna be more careful in the future. I just don't see. Oh my goodness. Yay, a Grat. Alright, I did get Quiznos to 100 sleep though, so that's a nice perk to have. And I think we're out of the T-Rex danger zone. I'm just gonna save. Because we need to model safe, prudent planning. Alright. Now on to story. Welcome to breaking curfew, everyone. So I don't know where the training center is, like if it's all inside, but it looks like it's mostly on the grounds and not in the garden itself. So this is like a fenced area off to the side? I don't know. This is nice. Okay, he did finally answer. The clock has struck 12. Yep, she got fired. Oh? That's not really what she's talking about, man. So there's this thing called emotional intelligence. Basically that I lacked leadership. Leadership is a theme in this game, so keep your eyes peeled. I mean, say what you will about Cypher being a bad dude. He's a leader. Became a seed 2 years before Squall did. She lasted 1 year. He genuinely doesn't know. Dang. We'll find out why he is the way he is. He actually doesn't know. A little bit of a dick there. But it is 17. Yeah, that's your prize student. Doesn't have a care in the world about you. Seems like a beautiful place. And I guess now we go home after that? Sweet date. We'll just blitz through a couple of these attacks, unless it's a T-Rexar, in which case... forget Grats. Alright, we actually did have one important takeaway from that fight, and that is... Shiva learned Strength Junction, which is really important. So, if we can pump up her strength... Looks... I don't really want to take sleep off of there. I mean, we'll migrate strength over there, but... Or, pardon me, we'll migrate fire over there. Does Selphie have any? Not really. She has really terrible magic. I will do this, though. We'll just put all of our Libra on one person. And now work our way around. There's only like one screen left. Ah, an event to move the plot forward. Remember the woman? And has a nickname for Quiznos. Alright, technically it's a boss fight. This one, it's a diet boss fight. But first things first, we do need to do some drawing. Best attack ever. Shell could be useful. And they do have Protect. Our HP situation isn't great. You know what? Well, I guess I'm attacking. Now's a good chance to sow Siren, so that's what I'm gonna do. Sure. This is pretty much my bread and butter. Rough Divide. So he has a chance of doing an ability after. I remember this attack being kind of terrible, but just an attack of the mind. I think it does induce status effects, though. Yeah, so Rough Divide is a follow-up attack Squall can do. He always gets the Renzo Kuken. Come on. There we go. He can follow it up with Rough Divide, which is the ability he used against Cypher to cut Cypher's face after he took it in the face in the opening cutscene. There we go. I thought they would all die together. This is interesting. He also learns a couple other ones. Faded Circle. The one where he blows up the earth. And then Lionheart, which is friggin' amazing. Okay, these guys individually aren't that strong. So just moving them closer to limit status. I really hope you guys can see Rough Divide, though. It'd be nice. Really kicked it into high gear there. So all of those are boosting up her physical strength, so that's why I'm kind of prioritizing it. Because Squall's doing the heavy lifting here. Rough Divide? Yeah! The moral of the story is never heal. Yeah, I didn't prioritize Shiva's ability learning. Whatever. So she's got somebody protecting her. Somebody else. Yeah, so she has a nickname for them. They don't recognize her. It's an interesting asymmetry. Wrong option again. We'll keep living dangerously with Squall's current HP level. I'm sure it'll end well. Here we are. Okay, so we have a GF who has Life Refined now. So we could get Curaga from our tents. Or Cures. Or more Curagas. So, if you're unfamiliar with Final Fantasy games, there'll be a basic spell a lot of the time, like Fire, or Blizzard, or Cure. And then, if it ends in just A, then it's sort of like a mid-level, so Fire-Ra, Blizzera, Cura. And if it ends in Aga, then it's like a high-level one. And then, in more recent Final Fantasy games, they just keep tacking on other letters like Aja, and then like, aha! The last one's a joke just because I don't remember. There's like a level 5 one now because power creep. So yeah, now that we can use those GF abilities, I really cannot click the right thing for my life. We don't need to worry about drawing as much. We'll still do a little bit more. And I'm learning card with Quetzalcoatl here so we can get card refining, which is another way of drawing abilities out of stuff. Could use ice magic refining. I would kind of argue you only really need one element for offensive spells anyway. Tool refining is also super useful. We'll talk more about it. Maybe never. Don't worry about it. I think it's important for upgrading one person's weapon. There's also, I think, a way to grind infinite money. Says who? Well, you're less alone than you think. I guess we go back to bed? If someone says that at the end of a date, by the way, and this was totally a date, it didn't go well. Just in case you weren't sure which way that went. Oh, hey, man. Yay, new room. Yeah, it's like the same screen. A lot of people have been struggling to give messages to Squall. Do you play cards? He does not. I swear I'm going to show you Triple Triad one day. Is this just a mirror? No, it's a little different. There's a magazine, though. Going to Timber. Meet by the front gate. All right. Guess you missed the briefing. All right, we're catching up on our weapons monthly. Next time, our first mission. It's a real hoot. That was an unintentional pun. Sorry, everyone who maybe got it.